In part 4, it begins to get quite exciting in that we're now looking at two different Canon cameras, the 5D Mark III, which is the improved version and some great refinements to their DSLR, and the C300, which is Canon's first true digital cinema camera, which is video optimized. Now this scene is just to establish that both of them with good lighting on a close-up are good. Across the internet you won't see as much difference, but at 1080p you will definitely see some difference in the detail in the bristle brushes, in the bottle, and now we've magnified it so you can begin to see some of those even across the internet. As the line wipes across, you'll see some detail in the sharpness of the color. As it comes across the bristles in the brush, you'll see that it's a whole different world of fine texture and detail, and the little barcode that are running left to right in the one of the brushes in the bottle, you'll see that it's much more clearly defined. And again, as we come back, if you look at the lettering on the brush, the artist's loft, it looks almost like it's out of focus, but it's not. The reason you're seeing that is what we're looking at here on the test pattern. As we move over to the left side, you'll see that the lines running left to right between 800 and 16 are very clear and sharp on the C300, and as we wipe across on the 5D, you'll start to see a little bit of color, which is typical of DSLRs, a little bit of color fringing, and then also the little color squares on the top. There's some moire up there that are not actually there, but the C300 shows the very fine patterns that actually do exist there. In this, what we're calling standing lighting, this is really relatively low light, but they can both do substantially decent and respectable images. You will see a difference in just a minute as we get into the low light, which is what we're trying to do here, not so much as a wide shot, but as a low light shot. So as this wipes across, you'll see the noise in the 5D, which is beginning to be a little distracting because it forms bands and runs left to right. The C300 is more of a random noise. It's very fine, much less distracting. And for some applications, especially documentaries, that would be very usable. And then we kept this one scene in here where we asked the artist to use his hand to cover up the candle so you could actually see the amount of light coming from a single candle on his face. That gives you an idea of how low light that really is.